Going live. And we are live here on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show. And we are. Hey, good morning. Sorry I didn't do a show yesterday. Had to help out. It was raining. My wife couldn't ride her bike to work, so I drove her to work. I was doing my good deed for the day during showtime. Anyway, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And today I want to talk about being your own customer, right? So many people complain. I got a couple stories like the other day, just experiencing what the customer experiences for your product or service on the other side. And that's so key to immediate feedback loops, right? If you don't know what the customer does, you don't have that. And one of the stories was the other day, I was supposed to schedule for street service. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but they were supposed to come out, and the customer service agent who scheduled says, well, I scheduled the appointment for either sometime this week or early next week. I'm like, what does that mean? And when do I got to be here? Because I have to make sure they can get in to take care of the tray. So I want to talk about customer service, being your own customer, what it would be like to be you on the other side of what we give them as a product or service. So it's a 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show. This is our 850th episode. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about customer service and quality of product and delivering product to the other side. And we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way so we can bring value to the customer, right? Deliver, not work crazy hours, because if we're not providing the product to the customer, we're going to work all the time trying to fix it. And have fun and get home to family and friends. Speaking of family and friends, I kidnapped someone this morning. She was here earlier. I got her picture, but then her sister came in the room, and she's being a big bully, wanted to go bully her sister. So with that, I have Bubbles. Please give us a click or like if you like Bubbles. Or I'll take her back. No, I won't take her back. She's a bubble cat. She's co-host. She's done a lot of shows with us over the past 2 years, 3 years. I don't remember. It was pre-COVID when we started this thing, so I guess it's probably been 3 years. Anyway, so on this episode, I want to talk about being your own customer. Like I mentioned, how would you like to be if you were this customer service agent or the scheduler or whatever, and you say, well, it'll be sometime this week or next week? I don't think they'd be very happy. So why do we give that to our customers, right? So many aspects in software. So many people talk about Spotify. Let's do the Spotify model. We're going to do, well, one key thing about Spotify is they are their own customer, right? They use the Spotify product from a music perspective, so they know how the interface should work. When they build their own user stories and all that stuff, that's because they use the product, right? So it's so key that we become users of our own product or service that we produce. What are some of the ways you can do that? Well, one, you can work with them for a while. Follow them around for a day or two. Schedule some time. Hey, would it be okay if I follow you around your desk, your office, a customer shop, work in a coffee shop like I'm going to be doing? Do different things, work in the businesses, do some stuff that they do, learn how they operate, right? As a developer, don't wait for the product owner. Ask your product owner, it would be okay if I work with them for a day or see what they do, how they use the data we provide them, what makes their life tick, how can I make it better? I think it's really important that every sprint or every quarter or every so often, that would be a great thing if you did a innovation week or something. Spend some time with the customer. Say, this sprint, I want to go sit with the customer for a day and just see what they do, watch what they do, take that in as future work, how I can improve my product, make it better for my customer. One of the ways is you can also take their training. So maybe you can't be with the customer, but there's always training in any program. Watch the training on your own product, your own software. Go through it and go, oh my God, what do we create? So those are the kind of things that we as a team, developers, can do to build better product and provide better services. Um, I could tell so many customer service stories, but just always think about what I appreciate, what I am providing. What I appreciate telling somebody I'll have something by whenever and not delivering it. I mean, especially if it's critical for them to do their job. If it's not a critical thing, you could work out priorities changed. But always try to find ways where you can be the customer on the other side. Use the service. You work for Amazon, buy some stuff on Amazon. Uh, Comcast, they used to have their people work custom. They would have people get free service for Comcast because then you use the product, and they would do rapid feedback loops on what was going on. That is what you want to do. Everyone, like I used to be, when I used to work, I would buy the insurance or be a user of that, user investment strategies, all those kind of things. So I can see on the other side how the customer feels with the software that I produce. And that is something I think any companies, I think I talked about this a long time. Companies should pay for them to be a customer if they have to, right? Not make them pay, though it would be good to go through the payment process. Because I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of payment processes out there. I get a little worried because it's a total third party and the overall UI, oh, by the way, how do you like being called a user? Or do you like being called the customer? I hate user stories. This should be customer stories. That's what we should change it all to customer. UX, customer experience, not user experience. Because if you flip it, how does it feel to be called a user? You think you're just a user or do you think you're a customer? Think about it that way, right? So you should be passing. We should call it the customer and not the user. User stories are terrible. But try to find ways to put in your backlog time to go be the customer, work with the customer. That is just one thing I want to share today on our 850th episode. Just bringing value to the customer. The best way to do it is to actually be the customer every once in a while. Use the software the way they do it, things like that. That is like the best way to do it. And tonight we're doing the Agile news program. So that'll be tonight. So hope you get to tune in tonight for what's going on. I'm going to look at what the job market is. I see ups and downs in the market right now. People talking about layoffs, whatever. So it'll be interesting to see if the data for an Agile person has changed over the past week or so. So with that, I want to say have a great day. Don't forget, we got Bubbles over here. She's sound asleep. I can't torture her too much. And I want to wish you a great day, and we will see you tonight. Take care.